Wheel of Names is a great tool that can be used in so many different ways. So basically what it is it's a digital spinner. And so you can use it in a Zoom meeting if maybe you wanted to call on specific students by chance. You could take your roster, so you would just copy your roster from Synergy or wherever you have the names of all of your students, and you would just paste it in this box right here. You can shuffle them if you want to, and then you can also sort them. If you wanted to add images in here rather than names, you could do that too. And then once you do that, it populates this wheel. And so what happens is, let's say you started a Zoom meeting and you maybe wanted to call on 3 people. You could click spin. It is going to land on a name. There's going to be a round of applause and cheering. And now that student is going to be able to share. Now, if I want to remove this name so that the next time it spins, there's not a possibility of the student being selected, you can actually remove the name, and then the wheel has less choices on it. You can also do this with questions. So maybe you wanted to have maybe 3 or 4 different question prompts. You can add your questions right here in the box. So what is your favorite food? Where do you like to go to relax? So you could ask a number of different questions here, and then the same thing, as you write them, it populates the wheel. Now, if you wanted to go into dark mode, you can go to dark mode. You can customize by adding your own sounds to the wheel, your own spin times, the max number of names visible on the wheel, all sorts of things. Even what happens after the spin, what colors you choose. You can even choose an image for the center of the wheel. So all of these different things that you can customize. And then when you're ready to share it, if you were wanting to share it, you could just click continue, and then it's going to give you a link that you can spin. So the times where you would want to maybe share a link is, let's say you populated this wheel with 4 or 5 different question prompts. You could share that link in the chat in Zoom, and then you could have your students go to a breakout room. So maybe you have breakout rooms of 3 or 4 students, and then they are going to spin, and whatever they spin is what they answer in their group discussion. And then you can bounce around from group to group and listen to students' responses. If you were doing this as a wheel in either a classroom, brick and mortar, or a Zoom situation, then you would just share this on the screen in your room or on the screen you're sharing with students if you're in a Zoom call, and you could spin it that way and have students see it, but there would be no reason for them to actually interact with this wheel. So many options for Wheel of Names. I hope you have fun thinking about ways to use it for teaching and learning in your class.